We had to leave the city and move to the suburbs during the pandemic, and we had to live around rich people. And I grew up poor. I don't really know how to be around rich people. No offense, if you're rich, I don't like you much. I'm sorry. It's hard to talk to you. One of the neighbors was so obnoxious with his wealth, he would use seasons as verbs when you talk to him. He goes, we summer in the Cape. Can we winter in Aspen? I'm like, go to hell. How about that? Can you go summer in hell for a little bit? He goes, where do you summer? I'm like, in front of a fan. Dependent upon the humidity, but a lot of August I'm oscillating. I don't know about you. I never got to summer anywhere because my parents would spring into financial decisions and we would fall flat on our faces. So, bring me back some taffy from the Cape, Jeff with a G, you piece of shit. I'm gonna let my dog ruin your lawn. It's weird going from the city to the suburb. I don't know how to own anything. I'm around all these professional homeowners and I'm just like, I don't know how I fake it. It made me so anxious and so nervous. One day I was just standing outside of the house looking at it like, why'd the bank give us this? Just staring at it like, how do I take care of this thing? It could have been a minute, a year. I have no idea how long I was out there, but my neighbor just showed up. And he's like, what do you do? I call that neighbor Street Dad. I got a guy named Street Dad. I borrow all his shit. He just like showed up. He's like, what are you looking at? And I wish I was honest. I wish I was like, I'm afraid. I don't know. I'm not ready for this. Can you please make sure I don't burn this down? Instead, I panicked and I tried to sound cool. I'm like, I think I'm going to switch to natural gas. I don't even know what that means. Like, I don't have a clue. I'm just going to switch. He looks at me, he's like, dude, we already have natural gas. I had my out, but I had to double down. And I'm like, no, like more natural. Like I want to have the most natural gas on the street. He goes, you mean like propane or something? And I went, my tummy hurts. And I ran inside and I've been hiding from him ever since. I don't know. I look through the blinds. I'm like, is he out there? I got to stay inside. I don't know how to do it. I hate moving. I don't know if anybody's moved recently. It sucks to move. I have a weird thing I realized this last move. I don't know how to properly dispose of a crucifix. Is this anything? I don't know what to do. How many of you were raised Catholic? Who was raised Catholic? And who's not anymore? What'd you do with all your old Jesuses? I don't know what to do with these Jesus. I have a Timberland work boot shoebox with 9 Jesuses. I have a baseball team of Jesuses that I've accumulated over the years in a box in the back of my closet, and every time I move, I'm like, fucking, the Jesuses. I don't know what to do with them. I want to leave them in the next place I move from. So the people that move in are like, did a vampire hunter live here? Is this Van Helsing's old place? I don't know what to do with them. One guy told me throw them out. And I'm like, no, I'm not throwing out 9 Jesuses. I'm not religious, but I totally believe in bad luck. You know what I mean? If I throw out 9 Jesuses, when I die, he's gonna be the real one. Like, there's no way. Ain't gonna be Buddha or nothing. I'm gonna get up there, he's gonna be like, no room at the inn, dude. You're fucked. You threw out 9 of me. I want to carry him around with me, and like when a lady's bugging out at a coffee shop because there's too much like oat milk in her latte or whatever, just want to slide a Jesus to her. Like, looks like you need him more than I do right now, man. Just back my way out of there. If it was a Buddha, it's easy. You put it on the curb and a divorced white woman will build a yoga studio around it, you know? But nobody wants a jaybird. There are pros to living in the suburbs, I guess. I'm a germaphobe, and the city's disgusting. New York City's gross. They have a rat czar now, so fingers crossed, I guess. Well, I'm real bad with germs. One time I gave a homeless man a bacon, egg, and cheese, and I was like standing there, and he went to shake my hand to say thanks, and I was like, no, we're good. This is where our transaction ends. And I turned to walk away, and he grabbed my hand when I wasn't looking, and he had like a hobo au jus, like he had like a bum juice. I can still feel it. It was something like it's like a film. And I didn't have hand sanitizer, but I had a lighter, and I just like rotisserie cooked just popping bum germs. It's like, I gotta get out of this city. It's quicker to do things out here in the suburbs. You go want a coffee, Dunkin' Donuts, in and out, bang. New York's a pain. You want to get a coffee, you got to tiptoe into these little alchemist boutique coffee shops and meet the beans and greet the beans and take a quiz on the beans. You ask for a straw, they look at you like you touch children or something. Like, I don't want to learn about Arabica. I want to shit in 11 minutes. That's the only reason why I'm here. Let's expedite this, please. This is a borderline emergency situation here. I got a turtle head. The thing I don't like about living in the suburbs is you got to talk to people. New York City, it's great if you don't want to talk to someone and you start banging your head against shit and they leave you alone. It's like you just... Someone's like, excuse me, sir. I'm like, just boom. Hit fucking headbutting mailboxes. But in the suburbs, people trap you, man. Grocery stores, gas stations. People just get you and they like set a pic and they just tell you about the 5 things they memorized off Facebook that day. And it's like, it's weird. I meet everyone's anger with weird. That's my mechanism in the suburbs. God, one more person talked to me about the price of gas while I was pumping gas. I was gonna spray him in the mouth with gas. Like, I'm so, like those balloon clown carnival heads. I didn't bring the gas. I have nothing to do with this. I gotta pay for it too. These angry guys looking around the corner of their tank like, oh, good thing you got a 4-cylinder. It'll cost you $500 to fill that up in this economy. And I'm like, yeah, I know, and I got 10 dead bodies in the trunk, so I'm carrying some weight. And looking like I think Biden stole the election, I get a lot of these like lean in, whisper white guy confessional conversations. Old white dudes who want to tell me, they think I think how they think just because we got the same head. They make sure it's clear, and then they tell me how they really feel. They're like, these snowflakes are really ruining the country, huh? And I'm like, I know, my black husband said the same thing. You guys are... Get away from me. He's like, I don't know what to think. You're white, but you look like me, but... I just don't care. I don't care. I don't believe in politics. I don't want to talk about it. You know, like, it doesn't matter to me. My grandparents raised me to vote for the presidential candidate that you'd like to be your next door neighbor. In theory, and I guess it's cute, but in reality, I don't know. Biden or Trump, next door neighbor, I think I'd rather burn my house down. That's a weird street. I got Biden wandering into my garden at 4 a.m. in like aviators and a bathrobe, just like smelling flowers. It's like, get him out of here. He's doing it again. Meanwhile, Trump's trying to fuck my wife in front of me, denying it. He's like, that's Marla. I'm like, bro, what are you doing? He's like, that's fake dick. Don't worry about that. That's her fault. I don't like any of it. I don't like where we're at. We all have PTSD. We have post-Trump stress disorder, for sure. The whole world does. And it's, you know what? I'm not even talking about the people who don't support him. I think people who supported Trump probably have the most PTSD. That's a hard gig. I voted and then just forgot about it. Jeez, you Trump supporters, man, you guys signed up for like a gig. Like it's like a membership. You gotta get merch, you gotta go to marches and constantly be angry. It seems exhausting. I don't know how you do it. Just wake up and like, who do we hate today? Who do we like today? Must have been a weird day for Trump supporters to wake up and be like, really, the My Pillow guy? That's our guy now? All right. My Pillow guy. Okay. Wish I didn't get this Pence tattoo, but all right. I think the funniest thing he did during this presidency was when he called the CEO from Apple Tim Apple. It's still my favorite thing ever. Leader of the free world. He went first name, company the guy works for. That's how we have people in our phones when we don't know their last name. Right? I have Sue Dog Lady in my phone because Sue's the dog lady. You know what I've never called her? Sue Dog Lady. I just call her Sue. She seems to get it.